Nestled in the heart of Arizona's Verde Valley wine country is a small town of Cottonwood. You can experience some of Arizona's finest wines through 9 different tasting rooms in Oldtown Cottonwood. Outside of the wineries and delicious food in Old Town, Cottonwood is an adventure hub for any outdoor enthusiast. Hiking, kayaking, and fishing is just minutes away for family fun adventures. I'm going to be scootering all over town today, right here from the state park I'm staying at. This is Dead Horse Ranch State Park, and I'm just minutes away from Oldtown Cottonwood. The town of Cottonwood has done an amazing job of building interconnected trail systems and pathways all through town to connect everything together. So I'm gonna leave my camper here and my truck here. I have this amazing electric scooter right here that I'm gonna be riding all day and hitting up some of those wine tasting rooms in Oldtown Cottonwood. I've got my hat, I've got my scooter. Let's go see how many wineries we can hit up today. And we are here, scooter's locked up. First stop is Mkin Vineyards. A table for one.
Table for one?
Yeah.
Inside or outside?
Let's do it outside.
Outside?
Yeah. Awesome, thank you.
Hi there.
Howdy.
How are you?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm great, thank you. Well, just a little bit about the restaurant here. We
Okay.
are farm to table. We have 2 farms, 1 orchard, 7 vineyards.
Okay.
We make all of our own pasta, pizza dough, and bread from scratch every day. And we have our greenhouse over there. So I love that aspect about it's just, right there.
Yeah, I love that farm to table. It's
Yes.
perfect.
And the food tastes good.
Yeah,
That's the
no,
other
it
thing.
sounds delicious. Guys, this is a beautiful winery. I mean, the view is primo. Check this out.
So left to right, you'll start with the Tarzan. This is 60-40 Tempranillo to Grenache, so it's light and dry.
Okay.
In the middle is the Marzo. It's 50-40-10 Sangiovese Cab to Barbera.
Okay.
I love this one. When you get that bouquet. It smells like it's going to be a little bit sweeter than it actually tastes.
Yeah.
And then last again, that Tempranillo, 100% Tempranillo, hips juicy but very dry.
That's good.
And lollipops.
Delicious.
Yes.
Thank you
Enjoy.
so much.
You're welcome.
And these right here are the lamb lollipops. This has creamy feta, chili salsa, matcha, pickled red onions, and Sicilian oregano. And this is all farm to table, grown right here in Cottonwood. How amazing is that? Man, that's delicious. Got a little kick to it with that salsa, but it's so good. The sweet, creamy feta helps tone down that spicy salsa. Such a delicious combination.
Thank you guys so much.
That was an amazing experience. I spent so much time there. Probably like 2 hours, 3 hours. It was a long time. But such a beautiful, cool experience. Wine was delicious. The lamb chops were amazing. And fun fact, Maynard Keenan, best known from the band Tool, owns Mkin Vineyard. I mean, of all places in Arizona, little town of Cottonwood, Arizona, he owns that. On to our next spot. There's a handful of wine tasting rooms in Old Town, just right off the hill here, that we're gonna check out and see what else there is. I've got my scooter parked at a public bike rack here. This is for like the whole just old town of Cottonwood. And you can just park your bike or scooter or whatever else here. and there's a lot of spaces, and it's really nice because a lot of places don't have just racks in front of their store. So this is really nice, especially in a town like Oldtown Cottonwood, where everything's interconnected by bicycle. I guess we're gonna start on this side of the street and then work our way over to the other side, see what we can get into. This is pretty cool. I got Brooklyn a gift. It's a puzzle of cacti of the desert of the Southwest. But what's cool about it is that it's a puzzle made of linen. Brooklyn's kind of a nerd, which it's cute. I love that. But she's kind of a nerd and she loves puzzles. So I got her a really cool puzzle. I hope she likes it. But you can't tell her. Shh. Cannot tell her at all. I'm having a great time, y'all. I love little towns like Cottonwood, especially when there's like wineries and wine tasting rooms. It's one of my favorite things. I like the cities, but don't get me wrong, little places like Cottonwood, it's where the true culture is out west. It's where you can find a lot of cool little hidden gems too. This building was built in 1924, and when they were renovating the building, they unearthed this hidden like closet and pathway and a utility closet, and it led to a tunnel of bootleg tunnels that went all throughout the town in this building, and that's what's left of it. That's so neat. Wow. Small little local farmers market. Love farmers market. It's one of my favorite things about small towns. Another gym, Cottonwood. Wow. I'm back at Mkin's, and yeah, I'm back here for dinner and for a glass of wine. This has been the best winery and wine tasting I've done today. I mean, just the atmosphere and the architecture and the building, it's amazing. So I came back. It's a solid lasagna. It's pretty darn good. And for dessert, this is a baked gelasco, which is a little different, but this is their take on a gelasco. I've never had it, so I'm experimenting. I'm trying something new. And a dessert wine. It's not technically a port, but it's similar to a port, and I don't remember the name of it. But it's supposed to pair well, so why not? Thought I'd try it. Yeah, that's delicious. Holy shnikes. That was dinner and dessert at Mkin Vineyards. So let's go back to the state park and my campsite, and I'll show you around camp a little bit. And this right here is my favorite thing of Dead Horse Ranch State Park, is all these lagoons. It's such a wet, biodiverse area, it doesn't even feel like Arizona. And I love it so much. So y'all may be wondering, what scooter am I getting around the town of Cottonwood with? Well, this is the awesome DTI Pro electric scooter. There are some impressive features with this thing, such as dual motors. So this has a motor in the front and a motor in the rear, which creates more power going up hills and off-road. And this has a wide platform on it. This is actually really nice for me because I'm a tall guy with big feet and I have plenty of room for my feet. I've even piggybacked Brooklyn on the back of it before, so there's plenty of room on it for 2 people. And this has hydraulic disc brakes on it, which is a huge plus for the scooter because this goes really fast and off-road, so you want good braking for it. So there's your rear disc brake and your front one right there. Your right brake goes to the front, and then your left brake goes to the rear. I'm confused. I'm used to mountain biking, so these brakes kind of confuse me, but it makes sense because your throttle is on your right side right here. So that's your throttle, that's your power on. You have your card you have to put on, unlocks it. It tells you your battery life, how fast you're going, which mode you're in. So I'm in park right now. There's eco, sport, and race. Right there's your dual motor. When that turns red, both of the motors on the front and back wheels are on. This is your turn signal. So left turn signal, right turn signal. This tells you your range, and then you can also click that for your total mileage on the odometer, which have 72 miles on this. One thing I'm impressed with is that this is more of like a bicycle setup. I say that as of this has a stem and a headset just like a bicycle would. The handlebars are set up just like a bicycle are. Another thing, this has headlights and tail lights, which is really nice because I can ride this at night, which I've done multiple times. You just hold down this button right here. There's your headlight button, and right there is your headlight. Down there is your tail light, and when you press the brake, it lights up. The scooter has an NFC security lock system, which means you have to use one of the ID cards that come with the scooter to unlock it. It's a long-range, powerful battery. You get about 47 miles per battery charge. It all kind of varies on the terrain and how many hills and everything that you're going up and down. So it does vary, but about 47 miles per charge of battery. Each motor on this thing is 1,000 watts, so you can get up to 41 miles an hour, which is super fast and honestly kind of terrifying on a scooter like this. I would highly recommend wearing pads and a helmet because that's really quick. Not many scooters have suspension on them, but this one does. So that right there, all this is suspension, and then back here is suspension. These are 10-inch tires. These are inflatable, so these have a capacity to air down. And these have a lot more comfort than what solid tires do, which are on most scooters. This also has a fender on the rear and a fender on the front, so you can ride this in wet weather and not get completely soaking wet by the tires. This has a back footrest, and this is also a hook, so when you collapse this down, which is your quick release right here, you can collapse this down and carry it anywhere you want to go with it. This is a pretty darn cool scooter. The awesome DTI Pro scooter. Get your very own awesome DT1 Pro e-scooter using the description below. Double shot of espresso with honey.
Ooh, honey on the side or in it?
You can do it in it.
In it? Okay.
Yeah, just like a spoonful of honey.
Would you like any Cholula, Tabasco, or ketchup?
No, I think it all looks great.
You enjoy?
Yeah, thank you. This right here is a Monte Cristo with fried chicken and ham and cheesy hash brown casserole. Looks absolutely amazing. I haven't had a Monte Cristo in years. It's been a very long time. I'm excited. That was Crema Craft Kitchen, and that was a phenomenal Monte Cristo. And it had fried chicken on it, and I love fried chicken. Oh, that was so good. I'm going kayaking on the Verde River, and I'm using Clarkdale Kayaking Company to rent a kayak and do a shuttle. And this is about a 3.5 mile section of river. I think typically they say it takes about an hour and a half. I know it might take me a lot longer because I like to enjoy it. I like to go slow, take my time. I'm gonna fish, but I'm renting a kayak. I have this nice little inflatable kayak here. They provide the paddle, the boat, a PFD, and a shuttle from the put-in to the takeout, which is really nice. But let's hit the water and have a great day. tell you what, I'm really enjoying those little chutes like that. I mean, that's only the second rapid, but I really like those. Those are a lot of fun. On a lot of the water level websites, it says that this is not rentable, but it's actually a really good level right now. It's chill, the rapids are pretty fun. I just love being on the water. Like, water is one of my all-time favorite things. And the fact that there's like another river here in Arizona besides the Salt River that's pretty easy accessible, and it's pretty nice. I like it. Now I need to see if I can catch some fish out of here, because apparently there's some smallmouth bass and largemouth bass in here. I've got to hook on to some of them. So this is going to be real fun, y'all. Oh yeah. Woo! Whee! Got a fish, y'all. What is that? What is this thing? Guys, I've never seen a fish like this before. What in the world? I got my first fish right there. That's cool. One fish down. I've never caught one of those before. All right, we're gonna go river, closer to the river left over here, because that's where all the deeper water is. Anywhere where like the ripples like that, it's gonna be shallow up on that right side. This is all pretty decent though. Not too shabby. Right there, that's a smallmouth bass. I love catching those. Heck yeah. Another fish. Another smallmouth. Heck yeah. Smallmouth number 2, fish number 3. And I also figured out what that fish was. It was a chub. The first one that I didn't know what it was. It was a chub. I've never caught one before. It's a goofy little looking fish. It was different. It was fun though. The biggest fish I've caught so far. Here's some fun facts for you here about the Verde River. It is one of Arizona's only federally designated wild and scenic river. The river spans about 190 miles going through tribal land, Bureau of Land Management, Forest Service, and private land before it reaches the Salt River just north of Phoenix. The Verde River contains a ton of remnants of archaeological sites, old remnants of housing and how the river was used by Native Americans for agriculture and river irrigation. The river's high quality habitat has about 50 endangered fish species and threatened fish species. And it is an abundance of life. Hence the name Verde River. This entire river corridor is absolutely green. It's so beautiful compared to the arid, dry climate that this river meanders through. And this is the largest perennial river in the state of Arizona, which means all this greenery is all perennial. So it's all like softwoods and hardwoods and just the largest riparian habitat. It is so beautiful. Such a beautiful place. And up there on that ridge behind me, that is the Verde Valley Railroad. And it's a scenic railroad tour that takes you pretty much all the way, I think, to Sedona and then back. And you see pretty much the whole Verde River north of here that you don't get to see by boat this time of year. Oh there, you're so pretty. Look at that purple. Wow, you're getting so close. Oh my gosh. Wow, that was a brave duck. Looks like remnants of an old bridge. There's not one on the other side though. There's nothing there. That's kind of cool though. Oh my gosh, that's a big fish. Holy shoot. This is huge. This is a huge fish. Oh my gosh, that's a big fish for this little rod. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Oh my God. Frick it up, dude. Oh man, that's the biggest largemouth I've ever caught. Holy shnikes, dude. Wow, look at that. All right, let's get you back in the water. Oh, that was so cool. I think that's the biggest fish I've ever caught on this little micro cast rod and reel. Oh man, that was epic. There's these massive white flowers, and I see them all over the river. That kind of looks like they're on a vine, like maybe like a watermelon vine, which I wouldn't think it's like any sort of pumpkin or watermelon or melon or anything. But I see them all over the river, and I have no idea what they are, but they're absolutely beautiful. They're the largest white flowers out here, and they're everywhere. I've got another fish, y'all. Oh, I think it's another chum. It's another one of these little guys. It's another chum. Kind of a nasty looking fish. Y'all may be wondering what I'm fishing with to catch all these. This is a little crawdad swim bait, and it works amazing. Pretty much when I use a spin cast rod, I either use this, a little crawdad swim bait. One a little smaller works really good too for smaller creeks, or I use a little rooster tail. These work really well, but especially for creeks like this with bass. Little crawdad swim baits. That was fun. Holy crap. That was a lot of fun. That's a decent drop. Oh my gosh. I was not expecting that. That's a really good drop right there. Wow. That is the Tuzigoot Bridge, and the takeout is just right on the other side of that. We're almost done. I'm kind of sad. Gosh, I just love rivers so much. God, another largemouth.
You got a little bass?
Yeah, a little largemouth. A little crawdad swim bait. Here, I actually have one I'll give you if you want to try.
Oh, for real? Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, let me figure out how to untangle this dude. Another largemouth. Back at camp now. Got nice, fresh, clean, dry clothes on. And I'm just hanging out outside right now. It's warm. I have the AC on in the camper. And it feels good, but it's still a little warm in the camper. I'm enjoying this campsite. This is a really nice campsite. I don't think I ever showed y'all my campsite last night. It was getting dark. But this is campsite number 21. As you can see, it has lots of trees, lots of shade. A big area, there's your fire ring over there, picnic table, there's my camper, my scooter, nice big pad. And yeah, this does have 30 amp, 50 amp hookups, 110 outlets, so full electric hookup, and a water spigot too for water hookup. There's no sewer hookup, there's a dump station near the entrance, but I feel like I really lucked out on this campsite. There's a lot of trees right here, so it creates this privacy barrier between you and this next campsite. And I guess lucky enough for me, I haven't had anyone in this campsite right here. That would be my closest neighbor, but I have not had anyone there the whole time I've been here. It looks like it's reserved. Maybe they just haven't shown up, I don't know. But gosh, campsite 21 on Quail Loop at Dead Horse Ranch State Park. That's a nice park. It's a nice campsite. I'll definitely be back at this park, maybe in the fall or winter, because it's getting hot here. I need some food, so I'm gonna go scooter into Old Town again for dinner, and I really want a beer after how hot today was, and that sounds delicious. Yeah, I will do the meat pie.
Sure.
And can you add fresh basil to the top of it?
You got it.
Do you by chance have hot honey?
I can make you some.
Okay,
I'll make you some.
Yeah, some of that on top as well?
You got it.
Perfect, thank you. This is gonna be delicious. Cheers. This is Meat Lovers Pizza with fresh basil and hot honey. And it's really hot right now, but it's gonna be so good. If you know me, I had to get a sweet treat, so I got a cookie skillet. It sounded so good. That was Pizzeria Bachi. Whew, ate a lot of food. I'm stuffed. What a heck of a day it's been. My time has come that I have to leave the state park, and I'm really sad. But before I leave the Cottonwood area in the Verde Valley, we're going to one more place today that I didn't get a chance to do it yesterday because I spent so much time on the river. But that is Tuzigoot National Monument, and it is right next to the section of river I paddled. And it's only like 13 minutes from here, so I'm gonna hit that up before I head out of here back to higher elevation. So let's go check out the National Monument. It looks really cool from the road and from the pictures. I'm here at the Tuzigoot National Monument, and this is a fee area. This is managed by the National Park Service. So if you have America the Beautiful Pass, that'll get you through. If you don't have a pass, you can purchase them at the visitor center here for $80 for America the Beautiful Pass, or you can just pay your $10 entrance fee. This will get you into any federally owned or managed park or land without having an entrance fee. It's worth it if you go to a lot of federal places and you have to pay a lot of entrance fees. So this pays off very, very quick. All you do when you get here, you just go inside, you pay your entrance fee, or if you have the pass, you just present the pass to someone at the front desk. And a fun fact, Tuzigoot, the name of this area, or this site, was named by the archaeologist who started excavation at this site. And Tuzigoot means crooked water, since the Verde River just runs right below it, and it's a crooked river. So that was the name suggested for the site, and that's what stuck with it. The Tuzigoot National Monument preserves a 2 to 3 story historic pueblo ruin on top of a limestone and sandstone hill. It rises just over 120 feet over the Verde River. These pueblos were built by the Sinagua people between 1125 and 1400 CE. And these are the largest and best preserved ruins of the Sinagua people. That's impressive. My gosh. It's impressive they built it on top of a hill like this. That's really cool. Talk about breathtaking views every day if you lived up here. I'm sure it got hot though, like today. It's warm. Wow, this is so cool. We're actually in the pueblo. You can still have the old wood on top there, and like the old studs in the walls there. I've seen a lot of pueblos, never been in one like this. This is impressive. And it also has like the next layer of flooring. That's impressive. Just all of it, all the rooms all together. And it seemed like it's a little far from the Verde, but it's not. I mean, the river's just right over here. River's just right there. And here's the other rooms on the other side. Well, this was amazing. That was super cool. I'm curious if these ruins are related to any of the ones that were on the cliffside over on the Verde that I pointed out yesterday. But it is hot and I need to get to higher elevation. So I hope y'all enjoyed it, and remember to keep it wild.